Hi all, today we will discuss about all type of interview questions related for Java, Spring Boot, REST template, Spring Cloud, microservices and all. So the first question is they ask related for this programming. So they given a string array and, they want to write a method to print output like the below. So this way he want to print the details. So how we will write this? So given this scenario, in the above output you can see each array contain the word which have exactly same letter and also same number of letters, that is ABC can be become a BCA. So like that, so whatever the patterns will be matches for ABC related, so this will be printed in that, and if not then only TKD is there, so there is no other pattern related for this, so that will be print here. So like that we need to find the output by using program. So this is the related for string array examples. And the next question is, has set tree set work? So can we add different type of object to the tree set? So they will ask this type of scenarios, what is a hash set and tree set, can we add the different type of object to tree set, integer, string, float and all. So what will be the better answers, you can check. The next question is association, aggregations and compositions. What is the difference between association, aggregation, compositions? And after that they given one scenarios, they created one class A, class B, extend the class A, and then what will be the output of the below code. So they given this B equal to new A and B equal to B new A. So, and the fifth questions they ask related for array, integer array. They created 3 4 5 6 7, and what will be happen the below code. Suppose if we have a for loop, integer I equal to 0, I is less than n, a dot length I plus plus, so system dot out dot println, what will be the value of ai, or break, or again system dot out dot println ai. So they are asking what will be happen for the below code in this scenarios. And the next question is also related for array. So that array they given and output will be look like this. So the scenario is like for each element we have to find the next highest number for the current number. Suppose I equal to 0, that is 5, for the next highest number is 6. For I equal to 3, so that is 7, there is a next highest number will be -1. Like that, this scenario they given, according to that we need to find the proportions, so by using this programming channel. And after that they ask for this functional interface. What is the functional interface, why we are using functional interface and all. So the next question is, can we write a interface predicate whatever is given by the Java? So we can write the interface predicate and all. And then we have a next question is array, input array. So this is, and then output. So like that we have a multiple questions as asked in the different way. And the next question is JVM related memory question. So can you explain different type of part of JVM memory and how memory management will work, like that. So these all are the core Java concept, Java 8, Java related. And what is garbage collectors, how work. And the next question is how to monitor your JVM, find out deadlock situations, find out any memory leakage. So how you will handle memory leakage, deadlock, JVM memory management and all, these type of questions they ask. And the next question is related for collection framework. So we have a map. So in map, integer, string, so they given this input map, and here this is the example Tarun, Abhishek, Tarun and Rakesh. So remove the duplicate value from the map, print the key value is sorted order like Abhishek, Rakesh and Tarun. So whatever duplicate data will be removed. So this is the questions which we can write the program. So all are the related for programming interview questions and the scenarios. So they asked in the multiple different MNC companies. And then the next question is, given an array of data, use a stream filters, and the data collect the data to map. So array of data using filters and a stream, you need to collect the data in map. And the next question is how many way we can create a thread, what will happen if we call run directly, how to make a thread as a daemon. So this is related for thread questions. What is thread, how we will call the thread, create a thread, what is the call method, run method, and how, what is daemons, how we will make a daemon thread. And then next question is related for collection, what is weak hash map, give a scenario where you used weak hash map, and which collections you will be used for the design dictionary. And then this is a very famous questions, how we can make a immutable class. So that type of questions they ask. And then again they have one programming questions, you have a class demo where you have override hash code and equals method, so where hash code returns 1 every time and equals return false every time. So this is the demo scenario they given, set demo equal a equal to new hash set, and the for loop we have integer I equal to 0, I is less than 100, I plus plus a dot add new demo. So what will be the output of a dot size, they're asking for the size of this program, so we need to find out the exact size for this output. So these all are related for core Java, thread, Java 8 collection framework related questions which I have collected with the different MNCs. And how hash map work, different between concurrent hash map and hash map, how to write a wrapper class, where all the where where all we can write a synchronized keyword and also this type of things. Now we will go for this Spring Boot with a Spring Cloud interview questions. So in a Spring Boot also I collected many of the questions which is asked by the interviewer. So how a Spring Boot internally work, what is the process it follow, they will ask this first questions, how internally, if you are using a Spring Boot, how internally a Spring Boot work. And the next question is what is the difference between a Spring MVC and a Spring Boot, so when to use a Spring MVC, when to use a Spring Boot and all. If you are using a Spring Boot, they will ask what is the purpose of then microservice, when to use microservice. And some of the questions related for a Spring Cloud. So a Spring Cloud is a Eureka server. So what is Eureka server, how it work, how you make a Eureka server, what is Joule and how it work, what is the benefit of Joule. So these things they will ask if you are using a Spring Cloud with a Spring Boot and all. So what is a ribbon, how you are handling this load balancers, and what is the benefit for the ribbon, and how you interact two microservice, means we can say what is how we can communicate from one microservice to another microservice, what all are the best way to do. So this is the very important questions that will be asked in all the interview. And the next question is what will happen if we make a controller class as a scope prototype. There are multiple scopes are there, so if you make as a controller class as a prototype, what will happen. And the next question, if you are using Fiend client to intercommunicate between two microservices, so how you will handle exception in Fiend client, how you write a custom exception error, custom error decoder. The next question is how we can make a configuration centralized. So we have a local configurations, centralized configurations, and remote configurations and all. So how to encrypt some of your property. In that, if you are making as a centralized configuration, how you will encrypt some of your property in that. And the next question, what is actuator? What all are the endpoint it expose? What is the response parameter in the endpoint? /health, how we will use, when to use. So these things are related for a Spring Boot and a Spring Cloud interview question that will be used in a Spring Boot with microservices development if you are using. The next question is how we will make a application high available in case of microservice. So after that, how you will monitor the logs, what all are the tools you are using in production, how you will find a particular error. Suppose if any error is coming in production, so how you will find this, which microservices and where need to check, what will be the exact point where you found the log. So mostly we have a monitoring tools as Splunks, ELK, Logstash, Kibana and all. And the next question is which type of authentication authorization is required to use in application. What is auth2, how different component of auth2, what is authorizations and resource service and different, how Spring Boot transactions work, what is isolation and progressions label. So we have a multiple labels in there in the transactions. If you are using a Spring Boot transactions, in that they will ask multiple transactions, acid properties and all. But if you are going for the authorizations, we have auth2 authorization, resource servers, and JWT and all. So these type of questions they will ask. Some of the interviewer will ask related for the design patterns, which is, do you know about the proxy design pattern work in a Spring? Can you tell which scenario proxy patterns will implemented in the Spring? The next question is bean A should be created for bean B. How to? I have a multiples bean are there, but if I want a bean A should be created for bean B, how we can do that one? What is circular dependency? This is a very important question. Most of the interviewer will ask circular dependency. What is AutoWire? At the rate AutoWire. If you are using a Spring Boot, a Spring framework, then you should know about this AutoWire annotations. And then if you are using for this cron schedulers and all, in that cases we have a cron job. What is cron job? How you will write a cron job expression. So these all are related for a Spring Boot, a Spring Cloud and microservices related. Now we are going for this REST. So if you are using a Spring Web Services or REST, then Restful Web Services and all, then this type of questions mostly they ask why we use REST service. What is the different type of REST method is there? Which all method is idempotent and non-idempotent? What is the difference between post, put and patch? So these three difference. Write a endpoint using a proper convention. How to write an endpoint to file upload. So like that, if this is the common questions which will be asked if you are using any REST web services and all. Then they ask some of the Docker's related questions, that is what is Docker, how it helps for the microservice architectures, and how you are using Docker with a Spring Boot application. Now after that they went for this NoSQLs and SQLs question. So this is all related for NoSQLs. What is NoSQLs? How it is different from SQL? What is CAP theorem, CAP theorem? And how many type of NoSQLs database are there? What type of NoSQLs DB in Mongo or Cassandra? And what is sharding work in Mongo? What is a replication set in Mongo? How to work? What is Redis? Why we are using Redis in applications? How MongoDB store its data? What is aggregation in Mongo? So like this, this is the common NoSQL questions. If you are using any NoSQL database, then they will ask this type of questions. Then we have a design pattern. So which type of design patterns mostly you use in product or project? Write a singleton design patterns or custom singleton design pattern. What is observable design pattern? Difference between factory and abstract factory. Design a connection pool. full project architecture. Angular JS at the rate component at the rate injectable, what is observable, what is handler event, how modularizations work in Angular, what is the way two-way binding, two-way data binding, why Angular team rewriting their library frequently. So this is the important questions which will be asked if you are using any Angular related project. Suppose if you are have a full stack developers, or if you're looking for the Angular with the Java and all, in that cases they will ask this common questions related for Angular. And then SQLs, we have how to create a third auxiliary, what is inner join, how two tables, there are two tables are there, like suppose example of Flipkart and Amazon, two tables are there, in both tables have product ID is same, example product ID one is there and product ID again Amazon is also one is there. And this, so both tables, suppose product ID is same, so write a query to print the product ID and minimum price in both table. If product ID is same, so what will be the minimum price? So here these two product ID, one or two, both are same, but if you want a minimum price, whatever the price will minimum, either Flipkart or Amazon, that will be so. So you need to write a SQL program or SQL query. So these all are the common interview questions which will be frequently asked in all the MNC company. So you can follow this all related for core Java, Spring, Java 8, Microservices, Spring Cloud, Redis, Restful Webservices, Angular, NoSQLs, database and all. Yeah, thank you.